have come to the conclusion that the President Biden can undo this debt, can forgive $50,000 of debt the first day he becomes president. You don't need Congress. All you need is the flick of a pen.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer yesterday exclaiming how Joe Biden will not need the approval of Congress to get rid of student loan debt. Many Democrats, they're pushing Biden to cancel up to $50,000 per person in student loan debt if he is sworn in as president, while also forgiving student loans. It might be a popular idea, but not everyone agrees. Joining us now to discuss, Ophelie Jacobson, a reporter at Campus Reform. She's also a student at the University of Florida. Ophelie, great to see you. You're a student canceling student loan debt. I'm sure it sounds like a great idea. But first, I want to show you this headline here from Fox Business. They put it out saying how canceling student loan debt would be ineffective at boosting the U.S. economy and actually could cost about $1.7 trillion. So, Ophelia, perhaps Biden's plan is too good to be true.
Right. So a lot of college students seem to like the idea of canceling student loan debt because they tend to follow what they see on social media. And over the past couple of weeks, we've seen representatives like AOC tweeting that student loan forgiveness is good, actually. And she actually just started selling shirts that say cancel student debt. First of all, these shirts are $27. Maybe instead of encouraging her supporters to spend $27 on her shirt, she should be encouraging them to spend that money, maybe paying off some loans. And this is just another example of the liberal propaganda that these radical politicians are pushing on our college students. They're trying to get them to follow a cute slogan on a T-shirt without ever giving them the full picture. She isn't telling them that it is going to cost $1.7 trillion to cancel student loan debt. And she certainly isn't telling them that this money would come out of taxpayers' pockets. Now, at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, we found that when politicians leave key details such as the cost of eliminating student loan debt out of the full picture, our college students become brainwashed into thinking that everything is free and just everything can be wiped away, when in reality, that's not how it really works.
Come on, don't they know nothing in life is free? But then again, if you were going by AOC standards, you would want that free T-shirt instead of wanting to pay $27 for it. So we'll wait for those to be distributed here, waiting idly by. Meantime, though, if Joe Biden were to enter the White House and were to move forward with canceling student loan debt, is this a little unfair to those students who agreed to what they had signed up for when they took on those loans, and now they've worked really hard to pay off those student loans? Had you talked to any of them?
Exactly. So, I did talk to some students and they all seem to be on board with this idea. But when I told them the price tag of that canceling student loan debt, they seem to take a step back and think, wait a second, that's a bit of a big price tag. And, it is unfair. We have people in this country who have spent decades paying off their student loan debt and managing their budget and, taking personal financial responsibility for their actions. Why should they have to pay for the student loan debt of other people who chose to go to a more expensive school?
There's some really great community colleges out there, the trades industry as well. Those are some good paying jobs that people absolutely, when you're making these big life decisions, they should be considering those too, you'd think. And as you mentioned, I just want to go back to this little merch store for Congresswoman AOC. She has a few other items in there as well. Some apparel that includes slogans such as tax the rich, drink water, don't be racist. All a variety of options. But I think it was the sweatshirt, tax the rich, a $58 sweatshirt here, which is really interesting because, of course, she's running an online store. So it makes you think of capitalism 101, right? You create a good and you're selling it for a profit here. I think she's doing it for campaign funds. But do students maybe see the irony of it? Again, a $58 sweatshirt that says tax the rich?
Yeah, it is ironic how it's $58 for a T-shirt that says tax the rich. Again, these politicians are trying to push these cute slogans on T-shirts and sweatshirts for students to buy. But again, they're not putting the reality of these plans, the reality of these movements on the T-shirts. And, that's brainwashing our college students into thinking that these plans are simple. But, in the real world, canceling student loan debt, for example, is a bit more complicated than just a cute slogan on a T-shirt.
Yeah. All right. We'll leave it at that. We appreciate you being realistic with us and also talking to those college students. Ophelie Jacobson joining us live on the program. Ophelia, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.